65 in Chicago, 66 you go back to New York and you start doing stand-up in New York?
I did the potato chip commercial with Judy Grobard. Ruffles have ridges. Remember? The cartoon, gee, honey, the kid wants to talk. Ruffle, ruffle, ruffle. And I was the father, and Judy Grobard was the mother, and the cartoon, the animator's baby was the baby. He got residuals for, you know, it was like a Sly Stallone script. You know, it was inarticulate but effective, you know. Take a look at the script of Rocky. It's brilliant, but it's various noises. I made $17,000 over 3 years in dribs and drabs on that. It was so satisfying.
Can you give me
And then I got my first Broadway show, Apple
Yeah.
Tree. First one I ever
Mike Nichols
auditioned.
cast you?
Mike Nichols cast me. It was such an exciting guy. I saw his widow at the Saturday Night Live party. I told him Mike gave me my first job. And then I worked with him in Primary Colors. And, you know, that was a big loss.
I'm so fascinated by mid-late 60s New York City, the comedy scene. Were you hanging out at Hanson's and Stage Deli and
No.
Lindy's? Was that Pat?
Hanson's was
That was
way
earlier.
before. That was Rodney's thing. Hanson's drugstore was 40s, maybe 50s. I went to the Improv. The first night at Apple Tree was a big hit.
That was later.
There was no Catchy Rising Star yet.
72.
Only the Improv at 44th and 9th. So I carried a wall. I saw Joan Rivers and her husband Edgar. I didn't know who she was and him, and they were recording her set on a tape recorder. And I said, what a great idea. So I had a wallen sack that weighed 25 pounds. I would take it down from the Schubert Theater, down 44th Street to the Improv and begin working on stand-up. And Rodney, I didn't know who he was the first night he came on. I'll tell you, man. And, you know, he told me, he used it profanity, you know, I'm a tough cock. And you were fucking brilliant, okay? But you gotta come here every night for 3 years, he told me. And he was right. I mean, I started going to the Improv every night. And a lot of the audience was the same, which made me want to improvise, because not to do the same stuff. And I had a wonderful improvisation background from Second City, and instead of working with another actor, I'm working with the room, thinking of things. So I took that improvisational technique, and that's how I've come up with all this material, 9 HBO specials and 4 albums and all that.
Amazing.
From improvisation.
Amazing.
Original.
So what is next for Robert Klein? What's left that you haven't accomplished that you want to do? I know you're into planes. Do you want to go into space?
Hamlet.
Hamlet.
I want to play Hamlet. There'll be a senior Hamlet contest with only old people in the game.
But Mysteries of Laura is coming back for another season on NBC.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Mysteries of Life, what a ball. Now, Teamster picks me up at I have a little apartment here. I live mostly in Westchester. I'm going back to Westchester. It costs you a little more for the car, but I really have
Fine. No, yeah. We got you a city bike.
That was a Mercedes. It was very nice, as a matter of fact. The driver was a Ukrainian rebel who released tear gas in the car. But